going on, Bruin fans? Very fast talk and short on the Stanford UCLA game. It's going to be a tough one, and here's the problem I have with this game. It's not that the schedule is wrong and how the last game of the season should have been UCLA USC, but I think this is the thing. Stanford is very motivated this game, and I have issue with that. UCLA has nothing really to play for other than to knock Stanford out, potentially knock Stanford out of the Pac-12 title game. We've already clinched the South. We already know where we're going next week. We're either going to be hosting Stanford, or we're going to be potentially going up to Eugene, or we're going to Stanford. Just it depends on what happens. But this game, it means a lot more to Stanford than UCLA, and I could see these players kind of being half lazy, if you want to call it. And I don't know what Jim Mora can do about it. I really liked what Jim Mora said after the USC game. He took things very... Yeah, he had emotion. I mean, believe me, we're all happy. But he was very calm and collected after we won. He didn't treat that like that's the only win we care for. Because, believe me, it was great to get the victory bell back in Los Angeles, and Westwood, Los Angeles, that is. But there's still more to play for, and there's still things you got to approach carefully. Stanford, looking at their team, they've done better since they've replaced quarterbacks. When they had Nunez in, they were boring. They're got a very run-first offense, and then they'll try to pass later since Andrew Luck has not been there. I really question their offense and how boring they are run. They're very predictable, in my opinion, there. But their defense is legit. I will give them credit where it's due. Defensively, they looked really, really elite and solid with what they're doing. Before the season, I thought Stanford, they weren't going to suck and fall off the map, but I thought David Shaw was a very so-so coach in terms of making decisions, and I still question his in-game decisions, when to kick the field goal or not, or when he challenges a play. There were some very questionable calls I think he's made. But nevertheless, his staff, his defensive staff especially, I got to give credit where it's due. They know what to do when stopping a team, and that means UCLA is going to be in for a tough battle. UCLA hasn't played any any good defenses since we played Oregon State. For the most part, every team we played in Pac-12 has a really bad defense, or we made their defense, specifically at Cal, we made their defense look good since Hunley was throwing picks. Their goal is going to be to stop Jonathan Franklin, and if they do that, that means we got to depend on Hunley, which would be bad. We can't depend on him to throw everything. If we don't run the ball, we're screwed. It's pretty simple if we can't run the ball. Jonathan Franklin, the mayor, it's been great. One of the seniors we've been loving this year. Joseph Faria, great senior. I know there's going to be a few seniors this year, I think, that got NFL draft potential. We'll see what happens, though. Stanford, as I said, they're motivated. They really need to win this game more than UCLA does, and that factor kind of annoys me more, and the players might be just not that motivated. I think we can beat them, and I think there are times we can be better than them, but in the stadium, I don't know. I just don't know how comfortable or not they are. I'm going to have a post-game video very, very late, but hey, this has been a great season. Regardless of what happens this game, it won't take away the fact of what we've done this year and accomplished. And really, we look back at coach hirings. I mean, Rich Rodriguez, Todd Graham, Jim Moore Jr., Mike Leach. Those are the 4 new Pac-12 head coaches that were hired. UCLA was one of the last teams to make their hire, and they took a lot longer than Arizona did and Washington State. They took like a few extra days to get Jim Moore Jr. And right now, Jim Moore Jr. defeated all 3 of those guys, which it wasn't the biggest, most attractive hire, but boy, whatever Jim Moore did, he's got to keep his coordinators. I hope he keeps this staff, because if Mazzone goes somewhere else for another job, I don't know what's going to happen to our offense. I thought our offense has looked great for most of this season. One game against Cal, I think we learned from. Thank goodness we learned from those mistakes. But our offense has been great to watch, and we have not had a legit offense since 2005. So in the future, we got to try to keep whatever we can on the staff. The recruiters like Demetrius Martin and Adrian Clem, to the coordinators such as Noel Mazzone. It's been really good there. Defensively, gonna say goodbye to Aaron Hester, Sheldon Price, and Andrew Abbott. really also going to be missing some of these star guys like Dayton Jones, finally living up to hype. I mean, what a staff this coaching group has done on these players, because there's been so much talent over the years, so much good recruiting, but it hasn't shown on the field, and finally it does. Short basketball note, yeah, we split on the East Coast. Howland has no excuses for how he played against Georgetown. They've looked flat. Even against Georgia, they were flat. I know it's early, but not looking good there. Good luck to the women's soccer team. The men's soccer got eliminated early in the second round, but I believe the women are making a run. So good luck to those guys, and good luck to the water polo team in postseason play. See you guys later. Go Bruins, and let me know what you guys think.